Everybody has mental health problems. Everybody has mental health. 1 in 4 people across their lifetime will experience mental health problems, and 1 in 6 will experience common mental health problems such as anxiety and depression. 1 in 15 people will attempt suicide in their lifetime. More men generally complete suicide than females. In a football world, there's a lot more men that attend than women.
You sort of try to look after yourself, so you're very young. The world's very harsh, so you don't get very far, and then you start realising that, hey, I need to try and do something about this.
It hit me really hard, and my manager then, Mark Walton, was first class, even though I didn't want to show any weakness and wanted to be, I'm this person, I'm Charlie Austin, I don't, which is a load of rubbish.
Yeah, I get you.
He sees straight through that and give me the right time off. So that's been one experience that I've had for it, and I'm thankful for him to this day. Yeah. You're going about key people, but did I expect it to be the manager? No. Did I expect it to be Bianca? No. But did she have my back at every possible angle and everywhere I turned left or right? She was there to support me the whole way. Sometimes these people just turn up, and you could be speaking to anybody, whether you're down the high street, queuing for a coffee, do you know what I mean? Anything. And you just find yourself in that moment. So there are key people, and everybody will have key people in that. But sometimes there's just...
Not sure who they are.
You're not sure. They could be you could be walking a dog, just sat, do you know what I mean? Sat on the bench or whatever, and someone sat. That's the scenarios you face. And there is people out there. There are them scenarios where it's not just the people you know that are going to guide you. You go anywhere you want, and all of a sudden, there's an old man or an old lady, or do you know what I mean, a younger person, or whatever it is, there's always someone that is there for you to speak to.
My friend, one in particular, sort of a lifelong friend, and yeah, he's been instrumental in being able to just bounce ideas off him, talk to him, ask for advice and support, and where might be the best place to get it, and stuff like that.
It wasn't me, it was kind of forced upon by him.
Right.
Because he could see what was eventually going to unfold on a downward spiral, and that was obviously, I was shown signs, but I was on the start of it.
Yeah.
I'm very fortunate I didn't get there, and that was credit fully to him. And Bianca, my wife, could see it also, but I think at that point I wouldn't have listened to anybody, but he was the manager of my football club who I played for, and he really cemented it and give me time away to go away with my family and just appreciate them and reevaluate what they mean to me.
Perhaps there were some situations where family members and close friends were watching me get into difficulties and into problems, and sometimes sat me there and said, look, if you carry on down this road or whatever you're trying to do, your life's going to end up being very, very miserable.
Look for changes. Look for changes in demeanour, changes in mood, changes in situation. Is there something they're mentioning more often? Have they spoken about, have they spoken about that neighbour that's causing them trouble for the 10th time today? Because if they are, there is going to be a problem there. There's going to be something that's the start of a situation. So if people are saying the same things, look out for that. If they're just genuinely not their self, so if you look at them and you go, not quite right today, ask them, how are you doing? You don't have to have all the answers. You are not there to fix them. You are there to support them, and all you have to do is listen.
If you aren't sure, if you're one of these person, that you're really not sure what to do or say, you might have your own things going on, but you want to help, but you're not sure how, I think just keep doing what you're doing. I think just keep listening, maybe, I don't know if it's a bit much to say, but be available for the person you know who's struggling. Be there, be available. You might not be able to change the world for them, but you can make the next 10 minutes better by listening.
No matter how bad you're feeling, talk to somebody. Doesn't matter who it is, go and have a chat to somebody. If you've got a really close friend, go and do that. If you need extra support outside of that, then go and seek it, but don't sit alone with it, because the longer you sit alone with it, the harder it's going to be. And ultimately, at the end of the day, there are people and services out there to help.
You've got to speak out. I think it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who to, you get someone to listen, you're away. I think problems, half the problem shared, as someone says. Someone said to me, but it's true, you know.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if it's a 5-minute chat, 50-minute chat, 1 minute. Whether it's over the phone or face to face, do you know what I mean? It does lift that weight off the shoulder when you're like, I've taken that. And that's the scenario of it. People do get in that stigma bit where it's, you don't want to talk about it, I've got to be the big bravado side.
Like you mentioned, this obviously, especially in a professional sports
environment. Big bravado. It's a load of, the bravado bit is a load of rubbish. You're behind that boy with the boots and the shin pads on the kit. As soon as that comes off and you put your day-to-day clothes on, you
just blokes.
Yeah,
blokes,
and that's it. No different to anybody else.
We'd always start with 111, because at 111 the idea of our team is we would talk to you, we would look at your difficulties, we would do something that called a triage. So we'll ask you some questions, we'll find you the right places to go, we'll find you the right support, we'll give you the right suggestions. Obviously, if you don't want to speak to us, there is your GP, your own GP will find is generally very helpful. They'll look at medication as well as other things that they can do. Samaritans for out of hours, if you just want to talk to somebody. There is a service called Shout. Here is a text service. You text the number and somebody instantly texts you back. There's lots and lots of different ones for younger people, but I would always recommend No Limits, because they do everything for anybody under the age of 25.